Hi, I'm Donna Jordan from Jordan Fabrics. Today I'm going to show you how to make a quilt called Yin Yang, and this uses a jelly roll, but we're not going to use just any jelly roll. We have a very special jelly roll, so let's get started. It's been about 10 years since fabric companies first started pre-cutting fabric. That's when we first started seeing jelly rolls, strip sets, bolly pops, and one of the first items that Hoffman cut was this. This was first cut 10 years ago, and it's called Cappuccino. That's the colorway. And it was their most successful, and everyone loved this color combination. So Hoffman decided to bring this back and recut it. And we're so excited because that's what we're going to make our quilt out of today. One of the reasons I like the Cozy Quilt design patterns is because they have a variety of sizes. So in the same pattern, you could make all these different sizes. I'm going to make the twin, so I need 31 strips, 3 yards of background, and some fabrics for borders. Now 31 strips, that's great. I've got 40 in here, but if you look at the pattern has a lot of this light background, so we're not going to want to use all of these light strips in our patchwork. So I'm going to eliminate those, and I'm going to get some yardage and add a few more of these gold tones because I think the pattern will look better if we have a little bit more color in it. From each quarter yard of yardage you buy off the bolt, you can get 3 jelly roll strips. So I think I would like to add some of these darker gold colors because that's what I'm trying to bring out a little bit more of. So I think if I take 3 of them and get 3 strips each, that will give me enough color variety. So you always want to look at your pattern, look at your jelly roll, and customize it a little bit if you need. That's the background I'm going to use. It's very nice and light, and all of my dark colors and my gold colors will look really nice in this pattern on this background. So let's take these over to the studio and get started cutting so we can get started sewing. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to open up this jelly roll, and we are going to pull out the ones we actually want to use and set aside the ones that are too light. So there's a lot of fun colors here, but this is almost the same as the background, so we're going to want to pull those guys out. So I know we won't use those guys. I'm probably not going to use these ones because they're so light and there's not enough contrast between them and the background. Probably won't use that one, but this has enough print and I think we can use it. Now I'm going to cut a couple more of each of these so I have a total of 31 strips. I only need to cut 2 strips of each of these, and I want you to notice this actually has Christmas trees on it, but it's the color I want to use, and by the time I cut it into strips and cut them, do the subcuts, you're not going to be able to see that. So don't get too picky about your prints. You can go just for color. I've got my extra strips cut here, and now I need to cut the background. I'm just going to follow the pattern. I can't give you all the sizes because this is a pattern we buy from Cozy Quilt Designs. The thing I like about their patterns is they're very easy to follow, and I know whatever it tells me to cut is going to come out perfect. Now before we do the subcut on all of our strips, it's a good idea to open them up and iron them a little bit if they're wrinkled, but especially iron this part here where it was folded in the middle of the jelly roll, because we're going to be cutting these and we're going to have to get a cut right in the where that fold is right in the middle. So I usually stack a couple pieces up and then iron them kind of in bulk, 3 or 4 at a time. And this way they will cut more accurately. All of the subcutting is done. All the background is cut. This is super simple. We just have some different rectangles here, quite a bit of background. And since this quilt is going to be made on point, in other words, the blocks are going to be on the diagonal, we needed some side setting triangles and some corner setting triangles. Now there's only 2 kinds of blocks we have to make, so I'm going to show you how to make those 2 blocks, and then we can whiz through the sewing. These are the pieces we need for the first block, and it's almost like making a log cabin. So we're going to use 1/4-inch seams, and I'm going to finger press as I go. And I almost always finger press away from the center, so I know that's towards the light, but this light is dark enough that we're not going to get any shadowing showing through. So each piece will fit exact when you use a 1/4-inch seam. So this one is cut exactly to the length it needs to be. Now we're just going to add the darks here and here, and the block is done. Now that block is all done, and it's going to be put in the quilt on the diagonal, just like that. Now I said there were 2 different blocks. There's actually only 1 block, it's just the coloring is different. So this block is going to be made exactly the same way we made the first block. So there's that block, and there's that block. So this just starts with light, dark, light. So very simple. So I'm going to get all these stitched up, and I'm probably going to chain piece them so I can go even faster. I have all of the blocks stitched together, and they're ironed nice and flat, and I'm starting to lay out the quilt. Now this quilt is on point, and don't be scared if you're doing a quilt on point. It's just like making regular rows. The first row has 1 block, the second row 3, the next row 5, and then we are going to have to fill in these empty spots here, and that's what the triangle's for. So any quilt that's on point is going to have what we call side setting triangles. So these are going to fill in here, and they're going to fill in up this side. And then we also need some smaller triangles for the 4 corners, and that's why we've got these 4 corner triangles. Now the triangles are often cut a little bit bigger than you need, and I would recommend, if you're designing your own quilt, cut them bigger, even bigger than you think you might calculate that you need, because we can trim off the excess when we're done. So I'm going to keep laying out rows, and then I'm just going to sew 1 row at a time, and then the next row, and I'll keep adding to the quilt. Then we will see what the larger pattern looks like, and we'll get it quilted up. What a fun pattern this was to make. The farther I got along, the more you can see the secondary patterns showing up. So we've got the yin blocks and the yang blocks, and even though it's only 1, you can really see a huge difference when the quilt is done. So here's the first block, dark center, right there. Then we've got the other block, same block but with the light center. And it's when you get them all together, it just makes such a pleasing pattern. And Cozy, of course, gives you a lot of options for making different sizes. This is the really big twin. So this one turned out 73 by 90, and you can go all the way up to a king. I added a couple of borders, and I think the borders just frame it so nicely. Now the quilting pattern is called Sparks. We've got these nice spiky things, and it doesn't fight with the pattern, but it's a little curvy and a little spiky and looks really good with the batiks. I used the dotted batik on the back, and you can see the quilting a little bit more there. Really a fun pattern to make, and even though all these blocks are on the diagonal, they're all bias, the quilt laid nice and flat because the setting triangles here, they're on the straight grain, so it was really easy to get the borders on and really quick to quilt up. Thanks for watching our tutorial today on how to make the yin yang quilt. It was a lot of fun. Now, we're going to have another giveaway. We've got 2 really nice runners here, so let me show you what they look like. This is a Christmas metallic silver accents holiday flourish. It's a Sister's Choice pattern, really nice and long. That would just be beautiful on your table. And then we've also got a really nice batik. This is a floating point star runner with Hoffman's really beautiful batik fabrics. So it's really easy to enter. Just click on the link below that says giveaway, enter your name and email address, and we hope you win. Happy quilting!